Hey, Mom. So I know every time you turn on the news lately, somebody's talking about AI this, AI that, artificial intelligence is going to change everything. And I know you just tune it out because honestly, nobody ever explains what it actually is. They just assume you already know. So today, we're going to fix that. By the end of this episode, you're going to understand what AI is, how it works, and why you don't need to be scared of it. No jargon, no technical stuff, just me explaining it like we're sitting at the kitchen table. Sound good? All right, let's go. All right. Let's go. So first, let's talk about what most people think AI is. Robots, Terminator, some kind of super brain in a computer that's going to take over the world. I get it. That's what movies have been telling us for 40 years. But I need you to take that image and just set it aside. Because real AI, the stuff that actually exists right now, it's way more boring and way more useful. Here's the simplest way I can explain it. You know how when you're texting someone and your phone suggests the next word? Like you type, I'll be there, and it suggests soon or in a minute. That little suggestion, that's AI. Your phone looked at millions of text messages that people have sent. Notice that after I'll be there, most people type soon, and it suggested it. That's the basic idea. And here's the funny part, you've been using AI for years and didn't even know it. People act like AI just showed up yesterday. It didn't. It's been in your life for a long time. We just didn't call it AI. Let me give you some examples. When you search for something on Google and it somehow knows what you meant even though you misspelled half the words, that's AI. When Netflix recommends a show and you're like, how did it know I'd like that? AI. When your email filters out spam so you don't have to see those weird messages about winning $1 million, AI. When you take a photo on your phone and later search your photos for the word beach and it finds all your beach pictures even though you never labeled them, that's AI too. It looked at your photos and figured out what's in them. Beach, dog, birthday party, whatever. You never told it. It figured it out by looking at millions of other photos and learning what a beach looks like. So, at its core, that's what AI is. It's a computer program that looks at a massive amount of information, finds patterns in that information, and then uses those patterns to make predictions or decisions. Pattern recognition. That's really all it is. And here's the big one. The thing I really want you to understand, AI does not think. It does not understand anything. It does not know things the way you and I know things. It's incredibly good at finding patterns and making predictions based on those patterns. But there's nobody home. There's no little brain in there going, let me think about this. It's math, really complicated math, but still just math. Now you might be wondering, then why does everyone act like it's alive, like that Chat GPT thing? People talk to it like it's a person. And yeah, it sounds like a person. You can ask it a question and it'll give you an answer that sounds like a really smart friend wrote it. But here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. ChatGPT read basically the entire internet, billions of web pages, books, articles, conversations. And when you ask it something, it's doing a super advanced version of that autocomplete on your phone. It's predicting what word should come next based on everything it's ever read, word by word. It's not looking up the answer, it's not checking a reference book, it's generating an answer based on patterns, which is why sometimes it sounds super confident, but it's completely wrong because it's not checking facts, it's predicting what a good answer would sound like. And that's actually really important to understand because if someone tells you ChatGPT said this, that doesn't automatically make it true. It might be right. It's right a lot of the time, honestly, but it can also be wrong and sound totally sure about it. So the rule of thumb is if it's something important, medical stuff, legal stuff, anything, where being wrong matters, always double check. Use AI as a starting point, not the final word. Okay, so now you know what AI is. But you probably heard a bunch of other terms thrown around too. Machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, large language models. And it sounds like those are all different things, right? They're actually more like Russian nesting dolls. AI is the biggest doll. It's the overall idea of making computers do smart things. Machine learning is inside that. It's the specific technique of letting computers learn from data instead of being manually programmed step by step. Deep learning is inside machine learning. It uses something called neural networks, which are very loosely inspired by how our brains work. And large language models like ChatGPT are one specific kind of deep learning that focuses on language, reading it, writing it, understanding it. So when someone says ChatGPT is AI, that's true. It's like saying my Camry is a car. All Camrys are cars, but not all cars are Camrys. All ChatGPTs are AI, but not all AI is ChatGPT. There are tons of other kinds of AI doing tons of other things. ChatGPT just happens to be the one that went viral. Now, here's the question I know you're thinking. Why is everyone freaking out about this now? If AI has been around for years, what changed? A few things happened all at once. First, computers got way more powerful, like dramatically more powerful. The kind of calculations that used to take weeks now take seconds. Second, we got way more data. The internet gave AI access to basically all of human knowledge. Every book, every article, every conversation ever posted online. That's a lot of patterns to learn from. And third, and this is the big one, in November 2022, a company called OpenAI released ChatGPT. And for the first time, regular people, not just engineers, could actually talk to AI. And it talked back in a way that felt real. That's what changed everything. It wasn't that AI suddenly got invented, it's that regular people could suddenly use it. Think of it like smartphones. Smartphones existed before the iPhone, but the iPhone made them something everyone could use. ChatGPT was the iPhone moment for AI. It took something complicated and made it as easy as typing a question. Okay, so the $1 million question. Should you be scared? Honestly, no, but you should be informed. And there's a big difference. Being scared means you avoid it. You don't touch it, you don't learn about it, and you get left behind while everyone else figures it out. Being informed means you understand it well enough to use it when it's helpful and ignore it when it's not. AI is a tool, like a calculator. A calculator can do math way faster than you can. That doesn't mean you should be scared of calculators. But you should know that if you type in the wrong numbers, you'll get the wrong answer. Same with AI. It's powerful, it's useful, but it's only as good as what you give it and what it was trained on. And yeah, there are real concerns. If AI learned from bad information, it might give bad answers. If it learned mostly from one perspective, it might be biased. There are questions about privacy, about jobs, about how fast this is all moving. These are real, legitimate issues that smart people are working on, but they're not reasons to panic. They're reasons to pay attention. And that's what we're doing here. So let me wrap this up. If you take nothing else from today, remember this. AI is not a robot brain. It's a really fancy pattern matching program that learned from tons of data. It doesn't actually think or understand, it predicts. It's been in your life for years in things like Google, Netflix, your spam filter, and your phone's keyboard. ChatGPT is one specific kind of AI that talks like a person, but is really just doing super advanced autocomplete. And you don't need to be scared of it. You just need to understand what it can and can't do. And that's what I'm here for. Next episode, we're going to get practical. I'm going to show you how you can actually start using AI in your everyday life. Simple stuff. Writing emails, looking things up, getting help with that computer stuff you always call me about. And before you say it, yes, you do always call me. You called me last week because you couldn't find the search bar. You said it moved. It didn't move, Mom. It looked a little different after an update, but it didn't move. Anyway. That's it for today. If you have a mom, a dad, an aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, anyone who's confused about AI, share this episode with them. That's literally why I made it. No judgment, no jargon, just a simple explanation from someone who gets it to someone who wants to. Love you, Mom. Talk soon.